Howdy all you cowboys, cowgirls, gunfighters, and gamblers. This video was actually supposed to be released last week, but I didn't care for the direction it was going, so I'm reshooting it with a little different approach. I was looking through my channel stats recently, after my latest episode did really well, and I discovered that YouTube had gone through and demonetized several of my videos, again. And by demonetized, I mean they removed the ad revenue on these particular videos because they deemed that particular content unsuitable for all advertisers. And I'll flip through a few of the screenshots while we talk a little about this today. One of the things I find odd is that my episodes all follow a pretty similar format. And all of them fall into the advertiser-friendly rules laid out by YouTube. So why they randomly selected these episodes to remove the ad revenue remains a mystery to me. And I don't know if they'll continue to go through other episodes on the channel and do the same thing. All of this really came as a surprise because it's been a while since YouTube has pulled this kind of crap with my channel. A surprise and a very, very frustrating one. Removing the ad revenue on any of these episodes that I likely spent 40 hours or more creating means that the video will no longer generate funds for the channel, which means I don't get paid for that work. And I feel like now is a good point in this episode to reiterate something that I'm sure I've said before. I didn't start this channel as a way to make money, but it does, and since it started generating money, the channel has become my main focus for work. So when YouTube removes ad revenue from these episodes, it's essentially like having my paycheck docked. As you can imagine, it's not very motivating. And once it has that little notification that says it's unsuitable for all advertisers and that it has been confirmed by review, there isn't any further steps I can take to get the ad revenue back on those episodes, other than re-uploading the video and waiting for YouTube to perhaps demonetize them again. I don't see any point in fighting that battle, so I decided to look at alternatives to generating funds for the channel. And I'm gonna list them out for you all here so that you can decide whether you wanna contribute however you're able. And don't click away just yet because there are ways that you can support the channel that cost you no money. And even those that do have a cost come with benefits attached. Having said that, let's look at where you can help. The easiest way is to like, comment, and subscribe. That's why you hear the YouTubers say that all the time. Hitting the like button tells YouTube's algorithm that people like this video, and that same algorithm then pushes that video out to other folks for something to watch on the platform. Commenting on a video works in a similar way. YouTube's algorithm reads this as this content is engaging to an audience, and again, rewards that creator by introducing their video to new viewers. And each new viewer is a potential subscriber. The more subscribers a channel has, the more opportunity they have for likes and comments, and the cycle just keeps expanding from there. Plus, subscriber count encourages manufacturers and retailers to reach out with their products for reviews because they know that's a cost-effective way of getting their product in front of its target audience. And those product reviews lead me right into the next way you can support the channel at no additional cost to you. In fact, it has the potential to save you money. Use my affiliate links. If you're planning on buying a product, like a holster from Mernickle or aim cam glasses, use my affiliate link to save money. 10 to 20% depending on the vendor and the deal I've worked out with them. You get the savings and I receive payment from the vendor for sending you to them. Now we get into ways that you can support directly with minor financial contributions. And before I go over these options, I want to stress that these are, of course, totally voluntary. I'm not expecting all of my viewers to contribute to any of these, but I do want folks who are inclined to help to know what options are available to them. For example, if you see a video that you particularly like, or one that helps you in some way, feel free to hit that little thanks icon down below the video before the description box. So hitting that thanks button is like leaving me a little tip, and I appreciate that. Just like I appreciate each and every cup of coffee purchased by my pards through the Buy Me a Coffee program.
Nice.
I've been using this platform for over 6 years now. It's a fun and easy way for you to support the channel. In fact, it was the only method of support I was comfortable with until I discovered Patreon last year. So I decided to try the Patreon platform last year. And I've had some folks that have been with me consistently since I joined. They're supporting the channel, even though I don't do much over there. Frankly, I find Patreon a bit cumbersome to use, and yet I still feel like I should provide the patrons with exclusive content because, well, they're patrons. So instead, I've just been freezing my support charges since the beginning of the year because I just don't feel like what I'm doing is enough to warrant charging my patrons. And I've had some private conversation with a couple of the supporters over there who insist they're happy to support the channel on that platform regardless of the perks. And those private conversations are in fact one of the perks. As members of Patreon, you get the ability to directly message me, which some might consider perks. So finally, my last idea and what I'm considering replacing my Patreon with is YouTube's channel memberships. For me, the appeal of channel memberships is that it's easier for me to provide benefits to those who support the channel on YouTube rather than on Patreon. I plan on using the same tier system here that I did on Patreon, with the first and least expensive tier being Cowboys and Cowgirls, followed by the second tier and some added benefits being gunfighters, and the final highest level being gamblers. So that's the idea for now. This should allow me to counter the loss of ad revenue while at the same time giving perks to supporting members, like early access to videos and even some exclusive video content on a platform that I'm much more familiar with. And that about covers it. I tried to keep this episode as brief and entertaining as possible, but these channel update types of videos aren't my favorite videos to make. But it has to be done occasionally, and I do want to try this channel membership approach and see how it works. As usual, I'm interested in your thoughts, so leave them down below. And who knows, if this doesn't work out for me, perhaps I'll consider a career on OnlyFans. I'm Jed. This is JEDiTV, and I'll see you in some other place, in some other time.